Meditation. Now, this isn't something just done by yogis. It's absolutely essential for not just disease reversal, but healthy cell function. That's right, meditation for healthy cell function. Now, meditation, you don't need an hour. You don't need to do it at a certain time of the day. If you have just a few minutes to get in what's called the O state, where you deep breathe, you try and blank out your mind. And I know that's tough, because in today's society, your brain's always working. But what I want you to do, deep breathe. Listen to the breathing. Feel the breathing. Anytime you get a thought about a relationship or business or this or that, just take that thought and put it on a shelf. You're going to go to it later. Keep going back into the breathing. Go back into the breathing. It may help to also do a single tone, and that's also going to help you to get inside. They call it the O state. And you've seen this in a number of movies. But if you breathe in and you breathe out, just that one monotone, that'll help you focus into your mind. Also, when you're meditating, what I want you to do, before you meditate, you're going to see in our meditation journal a number of different preparations that you can do. And what it's going to do is to reset your brain to your limitless potential. See, when you meditate, I want you to understand that you're connected to the universal intelligence. There's something beyond you. And you'll see in this journal, there's a couple of techniques that I want you to do to prepare your brain. Imagine if you had a genie that wasn't just going to give you 3 wishes, but limitless wishes, so that you can create the life that you've always wanted, the life that you absolutely not just deserve, but you're on this planet. You're a being of light and energy. And that's not woo-woo stuff, that's quantum physics. So what I'm going to show you to do is to tap into that energy, that quantum physics aspect of your persona, of who you really are. Because the more you understand that you're more energy than matter, and you can attract healthy, dynamic energy, you can attract wealth, abundance, you can attract health, you can attract beautiful relationships. You can do it. In fact, there's nobody else that can do it unless it's you. What I want to do is show you through this journal how you can tap in to that universal intelligence. And you might say, well, what is that? It's something that we're all connected to. We're all connected to the planet through circadian rhythms. We all have certain laws that we have to live within. What I'm going to show you in this journal is how to change your perception. See, we've all had events in our life that we couldn't control. Okay, you know, a death in the family, a job loss, a relationship breakup, financial problems, health issues. We've all had events that we couldn't control. What you can control, and this is where the meditation and thought processes are your response to that event. Imagine this. Anything that happens that's out of your control, you are in complete 100% control of your response to that event, and that radically changes the outcome. If you have a breakup of a relationship, your response could be, God, I learned a lot, and now I'm free to experience life. If you had a job loss, wow, I learned a lot at that job. Now, what kind of opportunities are there? See, the Chinese character for crisis is opportunity and danger. So when you look at this, there's a couple of things that you can do. Any crisis, there's always an opportunity. And tapping in through meditation allows you to connect in your brain to limitless potential. That's right, limitless potential. Now, this is important for health because, I mean, everybody's heard of the placebo effect. And the placebo effect is you take something that's not supposed to have an effect in the body, and you're told that that is going to lower blood pressure, give you energy, or cause pain relief. And when you take it, you're talking between 40 and 80% of the time, the placebo effect is that your body elicits that response. So how could something that doesn't have an effect in the body, how could it lower blood pressure? How could it solve digestive problems? How could it do that? It does it with your mind. See, I'm talking about absolutely connecting in through meditation a control of your genes, and it's called epigenetic control. And you can do this through fear. If you're scared, if you're upset, if you're frustrated, if you're in this downward spiral, okay, that you can't seem to get out of, what happens physiologically, and this is, again, this is just your thought process. If you're in that downward spiral where you can't see any way out, your body's going to secrete cortisol, okay, which is a stress hormone. Thyroid function is going to be depressed. Blood supply to the gut is going to be suppressed. So there is no way ever that you will actually heal your body if you're in that downward spiral. What that's called is the nocebo effect. See, we know the placebo effect, and that's from the root word to please. But the nocebo effect, that negative thoughts, can actually have negative consequences. So when you're using this meditation journal, and during your meditation process, you don't need an hour. You don't need a half an hour. You can get 5 minutes of just mental quiet time to get centered and get focused. What I want you to do before you meditate, I mean, hopefully you can have more than 5 minutes, but trust me on this one, if I got 5 minutes at lunch to just get a little bit of quiet time, to get focused, to get a little centered, bam, it makes a huge difference in my day. But try and get a few minutes. But before you do this, do some mental prep. Get your mind set on goals, on potential, on what you can actually accomplish. But in order to do this, you're going to see in the action journal, I want you to write down 100 things to do, be, or become. And, you know, it's going to take a while, but this is going to be something that I want you to do at least once a year. Because 100 things to do, be, or become, and everyone's going to come up with, 4 or 5. Oh, I want to work out. I want to get a nice car. I want to do this. They've got to be specific, though. And when you get into step 20 or step 50 or step 75, you're going to start to tap in. You're going to have your mind tap in to that universal intelligence. You might write down cooking class in Tuscany, hiking the Great Wall of China. Okay, I mean, your mind is going to start to expand. And then when you're done with that list, and I want you to do that list in just one day, so it's not a continuing project, because forcing your mind to get more creative actually allows you to tap into that universal intelligence. Then, after you get the 100 things to do, be, or become, write down a 1, a 5, or a 10 next to it. That means that you're going to accomplish those in 1 year, you're going to accomplish those goals in 5 years, you're going to accomplish those goals in 10 years. And then after you do that, I want you to pick the top 5 of each one. So you got the top 5 1-year goals, the top 5 5-year goals, the top 5 10-year goals. And that's what you're going to build your vision board on. See, your vision board, we want to program your brain. Programming your brain, and this is programming the subconscious for success in health, relationships, finance, in success in making the world a better place. Imagine if everybody actually did this, what would the world be like? So you've got those goals. In here, there's going to be procedures on how to build a vision board. And I want you to look at that vision board every day. And it's not just looking at it. What I want you to do when you're looking at the vision board, when you're writing down those goals, don't just look at the picture. What would it feel like? If one of your goals is to have a new car, what would the car smell like? What would that steering wheel feel like? And look at the why behind those desires, those things that you want to do, be, or become. Look at the why behind it, because that's the real driving force. You want health? Really? Why? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to connect with your family better? Are you going to go on adventures? Are you going to be able to travel more? Are you going to be able to study more? What are you going to do when you have optimal health? You want wealth, abundance, financial freedom? Really, why? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to travel? Are you going to help? Are you going to contribute? Are you going to make other people's lives better? Are you going to start a foundation? Are you going to help people who are in need? Or are you going to have that abundance to create something that the world's going to change for the better? Look at the why behind what you want. Look at the why behind your goals. Once you get the why, once you get those 100 things, once you get that vision board, you got to look at it daily. You got to look at it right before you go to bed. You got to look at it daily. And then, I know I do the same thing. When you get up, it's early in the morning. I get up around 3:30 and, you walk in the bathroom. I want you to take a piece of soap on the mirror and write, "You're perfect just the way you are." Okay, write something inspirational, because you're more than just flesh and blood. The whole purpose of this meditation is to make you aware that you're more than just matter. You're not just cells. You're energy incarnate in 70 trillion cells. My cells work in harmony because of that energy, and that's what meditation does. This isn't a part of healing. This is where it starts, baby. You start that meditation, you get that focus, you get connected to the healing source of energy. You have limitless potential, and this is where dreams are made. You have a genie. This is how to tell that genie what you want. But when you're writing down those goals, when you're writing down, I want you to do it in present tense. I want you to do in actual, well, not real positive. It's like when you're writing it down, I don't want you to say, "I want to have less debt." See, the universe doesn't understand less or more. They only understand what you want. If you want financial freedom, if you want wealth and abundance, then say, "I love having wealth and abundance. I love having joy. I love having a passionate, articulate, intelligent relationship. I love having a strong, healthy, lean, dynamic body." Make it present tense like you already got it, because that's it. That's going to get that feeling. Once you get that feeling of why you're getting this, oh my gosh, you will not, I was almost going to say you will not believe it, but you have to believe it, and you're going to believe it first. The only way anything gets accomplished is first it becomes clear in your mind. The only way a building is ever built is because first an architect and a builder had to visualize it. The only way that anything in this planet is accomplished is first it has to be done in your mind. That's the key to meditation. When you're looking at meditation, it's the key to the life that you deserve. Enjoy the book and enjoy your life.